Well, our Labour correspondent Daniel Opoku joins me on phone for an update on that crunch meeting later. Daniel, many thanks for your time. We understand that the meeting is slated for 2 p.m. Can you confirm and just quickly give us a background as to what brought us here?
Right, yes, indeed. The meeting has been scheduled to 2 p.m. And this meeting is to discuss the concerns that the various labor unions have raised. And those who are penciled to attend this meeting will have the Pay and Salaries Commission. You also have the Sector Ministry, which is leading the discussion. You have members from the leadership of the various unions, i.e., you have NAT, you have NAGRAT, you have TEU, and Coalition of Concerned Teachers representing the leadership of the teachers, and also you have the fair wages and other key partners and the Ghana Education Service to come and sit and discuss how government can grant the cost of living allowance. So the meeting has been around 2, and hopefully we will get to sending an update.
Okay. All right, Daniel, now from your assessment, I mean, you are there at the meeting point. Is there a possibility that both parties could reach an amicable solution today?
Well, whether they'll be able to reach an amicable solution today will be as a result what will transpire in this afternoon's meeting. Because basically, from the perspective of the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations, you have the Minister and the Deputy Minister. Both of them have been making calls, asking the teacher unions to rescind their decision, call for their strike and come and sit and negotiate. But my difficulty here is the fact that this is just an allowance. It is not salary negotiation.
Okay.
It is an allowance that the teachers are tabled before government for government to grant them with 20% cost of living allowance. So whether they wish to reach an amicable solution would be how government will be able to communicate that decision to them and also plead with the teachers to call off their strike and go back and see how the 20%. And I also will be surprised that if we should have the Secretary General of the Trade Union Congress, Dr. Yabam, be part of the meeting. Because consistently he has been the spokesperson of organized labor. And it has also been the call of organized labor for cost of living allowance to be granted. So these are some of the issues that will be playing out in these afternoon meetings and see how they'll be able to resolve it. But clearly, I'm very confident that by close of this, they should have a way out.
Okay, finally, before I let you go, Daniel, we also understand that the Registered Nurses Association and some other associations are also demanding for, some percentage when it comes to the cost of living allowances. How is government taking, orders? Because they're also threatening some industrial actions as well.
Right, so when you speak to the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations, you realize that it has become a very big blow to them, especially when the labor front is not so calm as it used to be. You have various agitations coming from various labor unions. So when you mentioned the Ghana Registered and Midwives Association, they are members of organized labor, and they also took part on the May Day celebration at 1st May, where they were also calling for the cost of living allowance 20%. For all members, for all nurses, and for all midwives. I've also seen a statement from the University Teachers Association of Ghana and the University Senior Staff Association at FUSAC, and those are part of TEU within the tertiary institution. They are all calling for the same percentage, that's 20% for government to grant to them. Some of these will play out in the meeting, but they will not be part of this afternoon meeting.
Okay.
But in case they should be part of the afternoon meeting, then clearly they are going to discuss the same thing, 20% across the board for every Ghanaian worker within the public sector. That's what they will be asking for. Let's not forget that last week, Civil and Local Government Staff Association for the past week have also been calling for the same 20% to grant to their members. So it's going to be an interesting scenario this afternoon and the days ahead of us.
I want to thank you.